This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High Power Yahweh requireth that which is past. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 15, that I came across this article today from Native News Online, where they wrote a report on this day in history. Okay, as you see the title, June 25th, 1876, Custer's last stand. All right, and on this day is when the Gadites, okay, now of course they weren't calling themselves Gadites, they were calling themselves from different tribes, according to this article. All right, they came together to overcome and defeat and kill the entire U.S. Army 7th Cavalry led by General George Armstrong Custer. All right, and many people know this as Custer's Last Stand and call what happened that day as a massacre. Okay, and why did that happen? Because in this article and various other textbooks, okay, reports, General Custer was known for killing, all right, women and children, okay, and elderly in his fight against the Gadites, the so-called Native Americans, okay, and the Gadites from perspective different tribes and groups. Of course, again, they weren't calling themselves that. They were calling themselves Lakota, Cheyenne, Arapaho. Okay, they came together and was like, enough is enough. Okay, with the slaughter of our people, women, children, elderly, and the Lord put the Spirit on them to overcome and defeat the whole 7th Cavalry. All right, and that goes to show you that the Lord was very angry and upset with the 7th Cavalry led by General George Armstrong Custer. Very upset with them, and that's why he allowed Gad to overcome them and defeat them. And then right after that, okay, it says the victory by the tribes was used as a tool to continue to oppress the tribes. Right. So after Gad won that battle against the military, not women and children of the United States military, against men of military, okay? So there's a certain standard there, okay? The death of Custer and his troops increased efforts to force native people onto reservations. Most of the declared hostiles had surrendered within 1 year of the fight, and the Black Hills were taken by the U.S. government without compensation. Mount Rushmore would be built on sacred land, and the Black Hills belonging to Lakota, right? Because Mount Rushmore was owned by the Gadites, okay? So-called Native Americans, all right? And that's the reason why I brought out Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15, because the Most High Power Yahweh required that which is past. See, you so-called white people, you Edomites, you seem to forget history. But the Lord put the Spirit on his prophets, all right, to remind you, all right, to bring back in remembrance, all right, your, all right, bloody history here in Babylon the Great, here in America. Okay? And that's the reason why we keep telling you over and over again on the highways and byways and in all these videos, okay, when the Spirit is on us to tell you, all right, that the Lord is coming to bring judgment to you Edomites, you so-called white people, for what you've done to the children of Israel. Okay? There was no need to be slaughtering women, children, and elderly. Okay? And then get pissed off when the Gadites whoop your ass, okay? Defeat your military, and then oppress them more, and then steal more of their land and put them on reservations, okay? And then with the pride in your heart, build idols, okay, on Mount Rushmore, right? Mount Rushmore has your presidents on there, all right? Carve an idol, okay? That's, oh, you know what this? Let me get a Habakkuk. All right, this reminds me of Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. All right, which means this is the revealing. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned on thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Right, because now, we live in an information age, and we're able to bring out, okay, your history, all right, in your face, okay, to show, okay, that the American history is full of rape, robbery, and murder. It's full of lies, deceit, hypocrisies, broken treaties, okay? And I'm focusing on the so-called Native Americans, all right, which are Gad and Reuben, okay? All right, so-called Native Americans, so-called Seminole Indians, right? Gad and Reuben. 17, for the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. Right. And if you go into the NLT version of this, it says, you cut down the forest of Lebanon, now you will be cut down. You destroy the wild animals, so now their terror will be yours. Right. You killed the buffaloes. All right. You would slaughter the buffaloes to move Gad from the land for different areas within the land of America. Okay, that's in your history. You committed murder throughout the countryside and filled the towns with violence. Okay. 18. What profited the graven image that maketh thereof have given it, the molten image and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols. Right. And then you put up, okay, your so-called, you're right, your founding fathers, right? Mount Rushmore, okay? Images, all right? As if this is something, all right, that's righteous. No, all right? This is, when you look at these, okay, maniacs of presidents, all right, they were all wicked. Okay, every last one of them. Okay? And that's, again, let's go back to Habakkuk 8, chapter 2, verse 18. What profit the graven image that the maker thereof have graven it? The molten image and a teacher of lies. Right, your history is full of lies. Okay? Your presidents were wicked, okay, to the children of Israel. Okay? They got, Abraham Lincoln, right? For example, Abraham Lincoln helped free the slaves. Okay? And first of all, you clowns don't know that history. All it was really, that history was about property rights. All right? No, Jake was not freed. Okay? In fact, Jake, all right, after the Civil War, Jake, all right, was put more in vulnerability because now, all right, they had no shelter. A lot of them had no shelter. A lot of them had no jobs. All right. And then that's when the prison industrial complex really started kicking off. All right. and Jake was being more oppressed and being thrown into the prison system, all right, for all bullshit crimes. Okay, your history is, all right, is full of wickedness and treachery. But let's look at Abraham Lincoln, what he did to the Native Americans. Okay, Abraham, right, Lincoln, Native American slaughter. Just gonna type that in, right? On December 26, 1862, 38 Dakota warriors were hanged in Mankato, Minnesota on the orders of President Abraham Lincoln in the largest mass execution in the U.S. history. Okay? Abraham's Lincoln, uneasy relationship with Native, and they love using euphemism, Esau, Edom, uneasy. No, all right. Abraham's Lincoln's, okay, hatred relationship with the Native Americans. That's what it should have been written. And you could go into it. Abraham Lincoln, okay, slaughtered lots of Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, which are the Gadites, okay? And then you also have Andrew Jackson, okay? But he's not on here, all right? He was another one. He called Andrew Jackson the Indian killer. But the point is, all right, you put your idols up here, all right? And this is all full of lies. These men were not righteous men. They were wicked men. They were also satanic. They're into, all right, secret societies, Freemasonry. And we can go on and on with the history, all right? Let me bring out this one. Genesis 49 and 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Right, you know, and that's when the Lord returns, all right, and brings judgment. Also, the Lord is going to put a heavy spirit on his mighty men, okay? His battle axe and weapons of war in these last days with spiritual powers that come against you, you Edomites, okay? Whether it be your military, whether it be your militia groups, or whether it be just men, women, and elderly. It's coming back, all right? The Lord required that which is past, okay? Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Right. You have to be judged for what you've done, okay, in your past life, because if you have any understanding of the scriptures, you are your forefathers, okay? All right? But the point is, the scriptures say, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, all right? Your forefathers, your presidents, okay? Your ancestors, all right? And again, you are your ancestors, all right? Raped, robbed, and murdered, all right, for this land. Slaughtered for this land, okay? And there's a judgment for that. 22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, right, the Lord of armies, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. 23, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts, right, the Lord is going to sweep this place like you sweep, okay, a broom, all right? He's going to sweep this place with fire. Nuclear fire. And that's why all you hear throughout the news media, all right, is nuclear threats, nuclear tests. You even got a movie coming out called Oppenheimer, all right? So you're going to hear from now on nuclear, because we're coming to the destruction, all right? Prophecy must be fulfilled. And again, this has to happen for what you've done to the children of Israel. Isaiah. Well, before I get Isaiah, let me get Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. Right. America was built by blood. All right. It was established by iniquity. All right. This place was, all right. This place inception was all about killing and slaughtering, all right, for this land. Isaiah chapter 43, verse 7. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right. And we're in a time where, you're being revealed, you're being uncovered. All right. Your history is being shown to the whole world. Okay. And this is one of the indicators of the Lord's, is about to make his return. And when he returns, he's not meeting you as a man, Esau, Edom. He's coming as a force, all right? He's coming in the chariot and the angels, all right? And that's why all you hear is so-called UFOs sightings, so-called UFO reports. Because now we're in the time. We're in these times. We are the final generation. 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. And that's right. 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand, right? Because we disobeyed our power, all right? We broke the law, statutes, and commandments, and the Lord gave us over into your hands, all right? Thou didst show them no mercy. But see, you didn't show no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, right? Okay? So you didn't show us no mercy. Again, you were killing women, children, elderly, all right? The military. Your military was doing this, okay? And you're still doing it to these other nations, all right? And you're still doing it to in your police force here in Babylon the Great. That's how you're able to guise it. All right, use the police to kill women and children and elderly. All right. The point is, you're showing no mercy to our people, and so now the Lord has had enough, man, and that's why things are happening in America to bring this place down. I want to bring this out. It's one of my favorite scriptures, okay? Jeremiah 51, verse 35. The violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon. Shall the inhabitant of Zion say, and my blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldee shall Jerusalem say. NOT version. Make Babylon suffer as she made us suffer, say the people of Zion. Make the people of Babylonian pay for spilling our blood, say Jerusalem. All right? That's why destruction is coming to America. This is what we pray to the Lord. All right? Destroy this place. Destroy, all right, these heathens, especially Esau, Edom. All right? For what they done to us. 36. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will plead thy cause and take vengeance for thee. Right? See, we ain't got to do nothing, man. All right? It's of the Lord doing it, okay? Now, of course, according to prophecy, there will be certain men, all right, that will be given spiritual powers that will have the vengeance of the Lord, okay, in them, all right, to execute judgment here in Babylon, all right? But again, hey, this is of the Lord. The Lord's getting the glory, all right? He's going to be the one to bring the judgment, all right? And he has many ways to bring it, not just a band with spiritual powers. The nuclear weapons, the chariots, okay? Floods, tsunamis, okay? Tornadoes, hurricanes. The power that we worship, All right, is a man of war. And I will dry up her sea and make her springs dry. 37. And Babylon shall become heaps, and a dwelling place for dragons, and astonishment, and a hissing without an inhabitant. And that's the destruction. That's when the nuclear fire hits this place. Okay? Out an inhabitant. And that proves this is not talking about ancient Babylon, modern day Iraq, because you still have people living there today. Okay? This is talking about a future Babylon, and that's America, Babylon the Great. Let's get Obadiah. Obadiah, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own hand. Right, what you've done to us is coming back to you. All right? The Most High Power Yahweh requireth that which is past. 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, the holy mountain is the Israelites, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they have not been. 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Right, we're going to get everything back. 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. Right, that's the two tribes coming together. And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Right, so after you do 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, all right, after that 1,000 years, you will be, all you Edomites will be destroyed. After 1,000 years, there will be not one, okay, so-called white person walking on the earth. All right? And that's how you know, even in, all right, when Yahushua comes back and the kingdom of heaven is given, all right, to the Israelites, there's still prophecy that has to be played out. All right? And this is one of them. After 1,000 years. Okay? So, low one is less edifying. Again, you know, this is history, your history. And, you know, this is to remind you that the Most High Power required that which is past. What you've done to us is going to be done to you. Okay? All right? And this is the revealing. Because the Lord had put his spirit, all right, on his men, his prophets, all right, to let you know that judgment is coming for your nation. All right? I don't want to hear from any of you so-called white people that watch our videos that wasn't me. That was, okay, that was in the past. That wasn't me. Okay? No, you have to be judged for what your forefathers did. And again, if you understand reincarnation, you are your forefathers. And with that, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Rokak Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, hey, the Lord's revealing everything. The Lord's coming back. We're almost out of here. All right? Just stay prayed up. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. Again. And for the few sisters that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray with your cover. Shalom and a Bible ball. Shalom.